Hello. How you all doing on this fine day? This intro definitely wasn't creepy at the start with me saying hello, but anyways, jokes aside, how have you guys been? How has, your past week been? You know how I always ask this in every single Chibit questions. I mean, how's life? How has the day started off for you? And if it's in the middle of the day or late at night when you watch this, maybe 1 o'clock if you're a night owl such as myself, how's it been? And hopefully you're having many great days right now. So, anyways, just to kind of get you guys all up to speed, I just want to say thank you so much for this past week and all of that. A lot of crazy stuff has went down, to the whole thing with the Twitter stuff, to talking about what happened to certain creators of series and all of that, to, just how we've hit 200K, it's crazy, all the stuff that's happened in the past week and a half to 2 weeks, and I just want to say thank you so much. You guys have been very supportive, and, I love you guys. You guys truly just give me a smile. Now, before I get into answering questions and stuff, I do want to give you guys an update on my dad. So, my dad, he's doing pretty well. Like, he's doing pretty good right now. He's going to be actually going to the dentist today. And it's early Monday morning, FYI, giving a clarification for the date of me making this video. Basically, he's going to be going to the dentist later today. Judging by what I'm hearing for the doctors, he's probably getting a tooth pulled or whatever, so yeah, he's probably going to be feeling horrible when he gets home. Depending on how it goes, though, I told him that, if he feels up to it, depending on how everything goes, maybe I could get him some, tapioca pudding or something, or whatever, Jell-O. But, yeah, that's pretty much what's in store for me today, besides getting this Chibit questions up, then Tokyo Ghoul, then the Untitled Chapter if it comes out, and also Golden Kamuy comes out today as well. Most likely you guys probably see that later tonight, though. I want to try to get this Chibit questions up very early before I can be with my dad, so we'll see where that goes. But, anyways, I guess I want to start the Chibi questions. Let's start answering these questions, and yeah. What happened to the other anime you were going to cover this season, like Captain Tsubasa, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and Gundam Build Divers, my bad. An update would be nice. Okay, so this is a question I have heard quite often since the season began, and I think this is a very appropriate question to start off for the Chibi questions this week, because I know many have been dying for me to answer why I haven't done this. Number one, the reason why I haven't started Captain Tsubasa, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and Gundam Build Divers, why I haven't, made videos, is because, honestly, I don't have enough time to do everything, okay? I'm just gonna be completely honest. I don't have enough time to review every single series. You see, if I do all this stuff, it's gonna overload me. I mean, it may not seem like I'm doing a whole lot. Maybe I'm doing 1 video or 2 videos a day. But in reality, that's quite a bit of time, especially with me adding all the extra edits and stuff I've been doing nowadays. And, I mean, I've been really taking my time with the videos, trying to make them as good as possible. I really am. And the thing is it leads it to where, some of the videos don't come out until late at night because of how long it takes me, and I don't want to get overloaded, because to kind of dive in, this goes back to some of the stuff that happened a year ago, or a year and a half ago, actually. I came to a realization, many of you might have noticed, but, when I used to review almost every single series, or talk about almost every single series from every anime season, and at the time, it worked, and all that. But the thing is, I did a lot of those series out of obligation, because I felt like I was obligated to do everything since I was a seasonal reviewer. And over time, I started to get overloaded where I just couldn't keep up, and on top of that, I was getting burnt out, of anime. I was legit just, starting to get burnt out because I was reviewing so many things that, honestly, I just didn't care about entirely. I mean, there's some of them were interesting, but overall, just didn't have fun really discussing them, which I kind of then just started to slowly weed things out as time went on. It became very selective with the stuff I wanted to talk about, which is where I'm at nowadays. As you noticed, I don't review it 30 series per season, which I did all the time in the past. And so I've become very selective, because in the past I was getting burnt out of anime. I was getting burnt out of manga, doing so many things at once, I just couldn't keep up, and yeah. But the reason why I'm not doing Captain Tsubasa, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and Gundam Build Divers is because, number one, I haven't seen Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I haven't watched the first episode of that yet. I've seen Captain Tsubasa's first episode, and it's pretty good. I would say if you want a good sports series, give it a shot. Go watch it. It's good. It legitimately is good. I haven't seen Gundam Build Divers. Like, I haven't seen the newest stuff that came out with it, and I can't really say anything about it, but it's not... Honestly, I couldn't really get into it from what I've seen of it, and so I just no. And I know Legend of Galactic Heroes is going to be good. I've heard so many things over the years and all that, but I just have yet to get around to it. But I just don't have time. With the days they come out throughout the week and all that, and what I'm currently talking about, I just don't have time to do it. And that's the truth, okay? I'm not going to try to, sugarcoat it and all that. I'm not just trying to hide it. I just want to address it. That's kind of why I haven't started the series. So, there you go. I do want to get a first impressions up, though, of the Wolfkai or whatever it's called. It's like this romance series. I want to get a first impressions up because, I've heard a lot of good things, and I've yet to actually talk about a romance series from this season, so let's see, how it is. It's like a series I've been told a lot about, so I can't wait to actually watch it. I know there's like 2 episodes out so far, so gonna probably watch it later today if everything works out. First of all, congrats on achieving 200,000 plus subs. So my question is, are you reading the Attack on Titan manga? If not, you really should, because it's getting really good, and I think the current arc is the final arc, and it's gonna end soon. Okay, so I know for a fact I've answered this question before, and you guys that have been around for a while most likely know my answer, but I see this question so much. Like, I'm not joking, I see this every single week, and almost every single day I've been seeing it, and I feel like I should just address this, so I want to make it very quick. The reason why I'm not reviewing the Attack on Titan manga, even though I was a manga reader, is because I want to be an anime only, okay? After watching Season 2, it became very apparent to me that the anime is just so much better than the manga. I love the pacing of it, to the music, voice acting, I just love it. I love the anime, and so, because of that, I just want to be an anime only. I may be far in the manga, I just want to be able to see the new stuff as an anime only just because of how good it is. So that's my real reason. I didn't drop Attack on Titan. When Season 3 comes out, obviously I want to be reviewing it. I'm not a manga reader right now because I want to just, be an anime only. I want to catch up the current stuff through the anime. So I'm currently trying to learn how to read Korean to read comics, and the progression isn't very ideal. After watching/listening to anime for a long time through subtitles, have you learned any Japanese from over the years? So desu ne, or nani kore? Or, omae wa mou shinderu. I mean, I know certain phrases and stuff, or arigato, or sensei, and all of that, senpai, Nisan, ane-chan, ani-chan, I know certain things and all of that, and like chan, san, sama, what they mean, but overall, I mean, I'm not the best. Like, I just have picked up certain things over the years through watching anime, and I guess it could be considered a good or a bad thing, depending on how you want to take that. I mean, I have watched so much anime and read so much manga. I'm not even joking. The amount of time and hours I've probably spent on anime and manga in general is probably insane. If I actually had, like, a record, like, if someone could compile just the amount of time, just my videos alone, all my videos, like, all 6,000 plus videos I've uploaded, compile just the time and the video length, just it alone, I couldn't imagine how many hours it is. I couldn't even imagine the time I put into just making those videos. That's not even counting the stuff, like, the time before I was a YouTuber watching stuff, so just, like, the amount of time I've spent on anime and manga is ridiculous, so I'm bound to pick up on a few things, but I'm not good with it. Like, here's the best way I could summarize it. I can understand Japanese, actually, without reading subtitles. I can't speak it. There you go. That's pretty much how I am when it comes to stuff like that. Late reply, but would you do the same? NASA finds best girl on Mars. Oh, space. Okay, I give you that. You gave me a smile. Thank you so much. Yeah, that would be me. Yeah, I would definitely. If I found out Best Girl Holo was on Mars, you betcha I'd be spending all my money trying to get on the shuttle to go to Mars to meet Best Girl. Oh yes, I definitely would. Do you have a Nintendo Switch? If you don't, what potential game would make you buy a Nintendo Switch? This is a very relevant question. The other day when I was going to Walmart with my brother, I saw a Nintendo Switch, actually, for buy, and it's very rare because they were always out of stock, and I saw one finally, and I was really thinking of grabbing it, and I was just like, do I want to grab it right now? And I was looking at the game selection. There was a few good games. I mean, I saw, the new Mario game. I saw Mario Kart. I mean, that you got the Zelda game, even though I've never played a Zelda game. I mean, there was a lot of good games there I saw, but there wasn't, like, a lot of games. And I was like, at this moment, if I was to get the Nintendo Switch, I feel like I just wouldn't put a lot of time into it. That's just my personal opinion. And I just felt like it would not be a good buy at this time. And currently, I'm probably going to buy one when the new Pokemon game comes out, because I think some of you might be aware, I do like Pokemon quite a bit. I mean, I'm not like a crazy fan, like I'm not playing Pokemon Go, I'm not grabbing everything Pokemon related. I mean, I just like the game series. I like the game franchise and all that, and I recently got back into Pokemon through Sun and Moon, and it's been hella fun. I mean, Ultra Sun and Moon, oh my god, even though there was a lot of similarities to the original Sun and Moon, it was still a very fun experience, and I like Pokemon. I've always, had a little bit of attachment to it while growing up as a kid, and I heard that the next generation of Pokemon will be on the Nintendo Switch, will be a console game, so I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I'm curious how that's going to be done, and I'm curious, if they will add some really good multiplayer, because if there's one thing I've always wanted with Pokemon, is to have a true, multiplayer co-op mode or something, because, in the current Pokemon games, you can't, go and fight AI with a friend or whatever, or split screen or whatever, or someone close, and so I really, really want to be able to do something like that, and hopefully the upcoming Pokemon game allows that for the Nintendo Switch. That's what I'm looking forward to personally. Are you currently in college? No, I'm not currently in college, but I do eventually want to go to college to learn a few things to benefit, me being on YouTube. Like learn either graphics design or, learn how to video edit better and all that. Stuff like that. It's definitely something I'd like to do in college, or learn in college. Hello, Chibi. I hope you're having a great day. Congratulations on 200,000 subs. My question is below. Thank you so much. Okay, the Earth is going to be attacked by someone about as powerful as Dragon Ball Z's Perfect Cell, around where he was when he fought Goku, in 8 months, and you are the only one who can stop him. For these 8 months, you can travel to and from any of up to 3 different anime and manga worlds of your choosing, where you will be subjected to the rules of that world, with the exception to changes to you because of being in one of the different anime worlds, and will be the closest to you like a human being that world can achieve, at a place most similar to a human earthling place. You can use the time to train or gather weapons in these worlds, but the productiveness of the training and your ability to gather weapons / abilities, etc. is dependent on a realistic you and the rules of the world you are in. In regards to how most people fare, what would you do to prepare for this Perfect Cell-like person's attack, and in which worlds? How successful do you think you will be? Okay, number one, this is a good question. I really like this question, so props to you on that. Number two, let's see here. First anime world I would go to Death Note's world. Figure out where the Death Note is, grab the Death Note, and go to another world. I would instantly grab a Death Note, because Death Note is just the go-to crazy freaking... It's a crazy weapon to have. So I would definitely... Yeah, I would get a Death Note. Number two, I would probably travel to Dragon Ball Z's world to probably, at the very least, learn Ki. Like, being able to have key control or whatever, or, in some cases, being able to get my potential unleashed through, the Kai, Supreme Kai, Old Kai, and all that. That's probably something I would do. And then number three, I would probably go to Hunter x Hunter's world to be able to get my Nin. For instance, everybody, all human beings in Hunter x Hunter, they have Nin. They possess Nin. So, if I could carry the Nin stuff into the main world, which I am right here in the main world, and then I would go to Hunter x Hunter, because what I would do is, if, the Death Note fails and key control fails, with Hunter x Hunter, when it comes to Nin is absolutely ridiculous. So if I could get my Nin unlocked, then most likely what I would do is I would set restrictions for my Nin just to be able to take down this Perfect Cell-like being. Most likely, I'd just put all these restrictions on my Nin, just to be able to take this man down. That's pretty much what it would come down to. So, yeah, that would be my 3 choices for the worlds I would go to. And you know what? Just ask a question, what would you guys choose if you had to fight someone at this level of Perfect Cell? Would you rather have a panel-by-panel adaptation with nothing cut out but be bombarded with badly placed and horrible fillers like Naruto, or be rushed as hell that cuts out info but stays true to the action scenes in its original source like Tokyo Ghoul? Oh, you're asking which adaptation would I like more over. Oh, okay, I understand. So, basically you're saying you don't want a rushed mess like Tokyo Ghoul, or you don't want something like Naruto, in terms of just how things are done. Personally, I'd rather take Naruto. I know the fillers are bad. Oh, the fillers in Naruto are absolutely atrocious. Like, my god, the fillers are bad. They are really bad. But at the same time, Naruto was a very well done anime when it was adapting the main core content. So, I would say I'd rather take the Naruto option. I don't care how bad the filler is. If I can get a panel-by-panel adaptation with nothing cut out, then the filler is worth it compared to what is happening to TG. That's just my personal opinion. Are you ever going to review Tower of God again? That's a very interesting question you just asked. I was actually just recently catching back up to Tower of God for I can do videos on it. No joke. So, yeah, you can expect some of those very soon. I miss her. How about you? Yeah, I miss her. I really miss how freaky she was and that eyeball lick she did to Kaneki, TBH. Just look at this. My goodness! If you ever were transported to the Tokyo Ghoul universe and recognized our beloved characters as real people, how would you react meeting Yoshimura Eto in person or any of the other characters in that universe? What kind of topics would you talk about? Take care, Chibi. Okay, well, most likely, if I was to go to their world, recognize them as real people, I'd probably be human, I'm assuming, okay? So, it'd probably be bad if I was to know they were ghouls. They'd probably kill me. I mean, they probably would, because that's a big thing with the ghouls. Before the recent arc of TG and all of that, like, if you were to uncover their secrets and stuff, they'd probably kill you on sight. That's just how it is. So, it probably would not be easy for me to talk to them. I know Eto, of all people, if I was to say something to her, ooh, she'd probably kill me. Oh, yeah, that's probably instant death. Kaneki probably wouldn't, obviously. Toka, she probably would. She probably would. I mean, she's a good person, but I believe she'd probably kill a human if they found out her secret, even if I was a good person to her. So, I would say I probably would not talk to them. Yeah. I don't know what I would talk to them, but if I was to talk to them, I would just say, we're not all that different, honestly. That's probably the topic I would bring up. Like, ghouls and humans really aren't that different. At the end of the day, we all have our emotions and feelings and stuff and how we feel about the world and all of that, so we're not really different in the end. Will you ever ride with a Hishin unit again? I know each chapter kingdom isn't enough content to make a video, but a lot has happened since you last did a review. Yes, I am behind on Kingdom, I admit that one, and I may get back into it after I catch back up with Tower of God. Who knows? I might make a poll on this. I might make a poll, like, asking, like, for a certain amount or whatever, like, of just people commenting or voting if you guys would like that back or something else on side of it. We'll see. But, I mean, I have thought about getting back into Kingdom and doing videos for it. Not gonna lie. Chibi, have you ever been to Michigan? Nope, never been to Michigan. I've only ever been in Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee. Can I live with you? I'll pay you. Well, there's no space for you. I mean, my house is pretty full with manga and anime. I mean, I have manga just laying on the floor because it's just, like, so much. I barely have space. So, probably no. I mean, the only one I would ever let live with me personally, no offense to you, would be someone that I fall in love with, and I want to be my girlfriend, eventually my wife or something. That's probably the only person I'd let live with me. Hey Chibi, hope you're having a good day. So my question is, what plot points do you think need to be wrapped up in order for you to be satisfied with Tokyo Ghoul Re if it ends soon? Number one, I would like to see an epilogue to Kaneki and Toka's child. That's a big thing. Or an epilogue to all the characters. Number two, I would like to see how the entire world addresses ghouls. Because we've only seen a very closed view on how Tokyo views, or Japan views ghouls. We haven't really got to see all the other countries around the world and how they view ghouls in general. We don't know how their laws are. I mean, we also need to know more about V in general. And I also would like to know more about the origins of ghouls. I mean, it's speculated and it's kind of been slightly confirmed, but I'd like to see more, like, confirmation on the origin of ghouls and also the evolution, how they got to where they're at. And also, I'd like to see more about the original One-Eye King. Have you seen today's episode of Season 4 of High School DxD yet? No, I have not. I know it's been a few days since it came out. I have yet to watch it. And many have been asking me to do a video on it. Guys, look, okay? I'm not doing a video on High School DxD. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm not. The reason why is just like it's a guilty pleasure series. There's nothing really to talk about. I'm sorry, okay? I'll just watch it on my own time. Do you think Gentle is based on Logan Paul? I believe it in the beginning when Gentle and La Brava was introduced. I believe Gentle probably was based off of Logan Paul because, it's, you know, the whole controversy around Logan Paul was pretty big, and it did happen in Japan. And knowing how Horikoshi obviously, you know, knows about the media and different things around the world, most likely he was based off of Logan Paul, or at the very least for his goal, wanting attention. But I believe at the end of the day, Gentle's character is completely different to what Logan Paul is. In general, I think, you know, Gentle's based off of, pretty much a YouTuber in general. Because at the end of the day, YouTubers, even myself included, and every YouTuber that says it isn't, they're just lying to you. Every YouTuber, when they are making videos, even if they are doing it for the passion, which is what I do, they still want to be able to get, you know, noticed and get higher up, okay? That's just how it is. They want to be able to, you know, have a bigger channel, to be able to have a bigger community, different things like that. And so Gentle entirely, he's based off of just YouTube in general, just how YouTubers are, or any internet person. So maybe at the start, it was Logan Paul, but now he's just more of a YouTuber entirely, or YouTuber entirely. So, yeah. What question would you like to ask a time traveler from 200 years in the future? Is Flat Earther still in the gene pool? Dude, you make the funniest face expressions. That's the one of the factors of why I love watching you. As always, have a nice day, bud. I didn't touch her, I swear. I didn't touch her. Do you like liquor? If you do, then do you remember when you first tried it? And what is your favorite drink? Okay, I'm not really a big fan of alcohol. I really ain't. I mean, I have had liquor. I've also had Goldschlager and stuff like that. And, I'm not the biggest fan on drinking. The reason why is because when I drink, I want to be honest, I like the feeling of it, but at the same time, I don't like the after effects. I don't like the hangover. I don't like the puking. I just don't like the achy feeling. I don't know. I just don't like the after effects of drinking, and I don't like doing dumb stuff as well. So I really haven't drunk, honestly. I think since the that one live stream, I haven't drunk since. That one live stream I did where I was drunk, I haven't drunk since then. And I'm just not the biggest fan of drinking. What would be your reaction if the traitor in My Hero Academia is Deku, and when it gets to the part he changes his narration to, after I fooled everyone, and from now on, this is the story of how I became the world's greatest villain. Yo, that would be a part of, like, top 10 anime and manga betrayals. Like, yo, that would be some fire stuff if that did happen. I doubt that would happen, but that would be legit fire if Izuku was to, like, become a villain at the end. I would love a twist like that, but I doubt it. But I do believe eventually Horikoshi is probably going to make a villain based off of a hero and use the old quote that happened. You know, if you live long enough as a hero, you will become a villain or whatever. I believe that will eventually happen in My Hero Academia. Maybe not with Izuku, but I believe, like, a certain character maybe close to Izuku probably will eventually turn into a villain. Chibi, I know you're a hardcore fan when it comes to anything related to Tokyo Ghoul. However, to say that episode 2 is the best episode of all 3 seasons of TG is just flat wrong. Season 1's animation far surpasses anything from TG Re this far. When I'm talking about best, I'm talking about adaptation-wise. In terms of adaptation and what they added in, TGRE Episode 2 has done the best out of, I think, all of the seasons, even if it did skip out on some details. Favorite JoJo character from each part, the ones you've seen. Okay, number one, my favorite character from part one would probably be Speedwagon. Part two would be Joseph. Part three would be Jotaro. And then part four would be Kira. And then part five, I would say Giovanni. Those are probably my favorite characters of JoJo, all the JoJo parts I have personally seen. Have you checked out Professor Anime's Gintama reviews? If so, drop an opinion. Really like his reviews. I really like how he's been enjoying this series. It's been pretty fun. I've been watching him here and there, actually. Even though I don't comment on him, I have to say, shout out to Professor Anime with his quality Gintama videos. I've been having a lot of fun watching them. Who has the happiest childhood? Which would you rather be, and which two would you save? Okay, happiest childhood. Let's see. They all have a pretty bad childhood, but the happiest, I want to say, I forget her name, but the girl, the Umineko girl, the one all the way on the right and all that, Umineko, I would say she probably had the best, like, the happiest out of all of their childhoods. Which would I rather be? I'd rather be... I would say... the main female, it's been a while since I've watched that too, but the main female character right there from Elfen Lied. And then two, I would save Zero Two, and I would save Nanachi. Have you experienced falling out of love from a series that used to be one of your favorites and kept with it only for the routine? Yeah, actually. One of them was Fairy Tail, obviously, for obvious reasons. Number two, was Naruto, and then Bleach is series I fell out of love with. Now, to give more context, Naruto and Bleach. Naruto, I liked it, but the final arc was such a drag, and some of the things that happened just were awful, okay? It was very awful. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it was awful, and I just didn't like how it was done, and I kind of slowly started to fall out of love with it. Had a good ending, but I just didn't like how it went, and I kind of fell out of love with it, and I kept with it just to be able to see it end. Bleach, pretty similar thing. I kept with Bleach after the whole Aizen stuff because I already went that far into it and I just couldn't stop there. And I noticed that after time and time as the series progressed, I wasn't going to get everything answered. Ending came around and that answered my question for there. So, it's pretty much those series. Did you know that they are going to do a TV series of The Lord of the Rings? Peter Jackson, who directed the movies, are in talks that he might do the series as well. So when the TV series is out, are you tempted to watch it? Oh, I love Lord of the Rings. I love anything with The Lord of the Rings. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite movie trilogies of all time, or my favorite movies. Besides The Dark Knight, Lord of the Rings is my go-to. I love the extended editions and the way it was done. So, just hearing the fact that I might get a TV series done by Peter Jackson, I'm excited. I am extremely excited for that. So, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. When you ask me to play it safe for YouTube, my IQ drops as I try to think of a question. Last time you had a wet dream, what was it about and who was in it? Also, are you aware that you're probably causing more hate for an anime that has 2 episodes? I get they made Route A, but you can't deny the fact that it's leagues above Season 1 and Route A. The animation is stiff, but at least they aren't stick figures. Missing small details from Part 1 and introducing characters early. Shouldn't have shown Furuto like that in the opening, but overall, it's sticking to the manga at least story-wise. Just with a few details missing. Hasn't gone completely original yet, it's just the censoring that's, making me mad, since it airs past kids' bedtime in Japan. Why the hell is it censoring stuff? Takizawa's appearance. Okay, to answer your first question, what dream? Would it shock you if I said I really haven't had one? I don't think I've ever actually had a wet dream. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not trying to lie or anything. I mean, I've already said embarrassing stuff on this, in this Chibit question segment. I don't think I've really ever had a wet dream. To answer your second one, look. Let me just say one quick line to answer that, okay? You're not truly a fan of a series if you only talk about the good. If you truly love a series, you'll point out the bad. But if you only point out the good, then that means you're just a fanboy. So does it ever bother you when you don't review/watch a series to completion? Hi, Chibi, remember me? Make sure you enjoy your day and night, you freaking hobbit. I remember you, bro. I remember you. You comment all the time in the past. Does it bother me if I don't finish a series? Not really, no. If I don't like something, I just drop it. Or if I don't have time, I just drop it or something. Or I stop watching it. So, no, it doesn't bug me. I know it bugs a lot of people, but it doesn't bug me because just like, as I said in the beginning of this video, I've just become very selective with what I do videos on now. Can I read the Boku no Hero Academia Vigilantes manga if I'm an anime only? Like, is there spoilers in there for the main series? You can read it, yeah. As long as if you finish Season 2 and you got to see the Stain stuff, then yeah, you could start Boku no Hero Vigilantes. Go for it. It's amazing. And speaking of Vigilantes, I need to catch up with it, because I've heard that there was some really good stuff that happened with Knuckle Duster, and I want to see what's going on with that. Who had it worse? Let's say, at this point in time, probably Hoii and Kilma. I mean, I know Subaru went for a lot, and I know he probably goes for a lot more that I haven't personally seen from the web novel, but I would say from what I have seen, I would say Kilma just had it way worse. Your dream girl. A dominant female that loves me for who I am. So with that, I think I want to end this Chibit questions there. I don't have much time. I got to be able to help out my dad later today and get this video up on a good, decent time. So you all have a great day or night wherever you live. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. Chibi out.